Hello everyone, welcome to another beautiful day in the car. Life is beautiful, and if you're Barry Morphew, hopefully life is very uncomfortable. And this is my next installment of Barry is a Wanker. And once again, courtesy of our Irish wolf brother, Martin, I have a few more excerpts from the arrest affidavit that just go to show how much of a wanker Barry is and that Barry killed Suzanne. Page 96 of 129, Special Agent Grusing asked Barry, since Suzanne had a lover for 2 years at this point, why she should care if he had a girlfriend. And he said, the only thing I can think of is because it would justify her thing to the girls. Special Agent Grusing mentioned divorce, and Barry said, yeah, it would justify her divorcing if that's what she wanted. Or it would justify her having her affair if she thought in her mind, which there was sometimes where I truly believed that she really thought that, and I thought that her mind just went crazy and that place. But now that I found all this stuff out, I'm thinking she did that purposely to try to manipulate the situation with her family. And page 113 of 129, Special Agent Harris talked about how sometimes in marriages, spouses may see things differently. But it appears clear to investigators that Suzanne was taking steps to communicate to Barry that she was done with the marriage. S.A. Harris referenced the text she sent asking to do it civilly. And also Suzanne saying that she forgot to say she would still do Barry's billing for him. And Barry said, well, like I said, she never sat me down and said that to me, ever. She's made comments via text, but she has never sat me down and said, Barry, I want a divorce. Never. So I can see through an investigator's eyes that they would look at something like that and say, well, yeah, if they were going to get a divorce, then Barry, might do something. But that just was not the case. I mean, absolutely not the case. And my feeling on this is that either Suzanne didn't say anything about a divorce in person because she was afraid of Barry and what he might physically do, or Suzanne did finally sit him down and say something in person, and that's why she is no longer alive. Page 114 of 129, S.A. Grusing asked Barry again about the statement that Suzanne's lover told investigators, where he said that Barry either found out about the affair or she said she was leaving him, or both, and that is why Suzanne was not responding on Saturday or Sunday. And Barry pauses, shrugs his shoulders, and shakes his head from side to side, and then said, I don't know what to say about that. I mean, I would not if she would tell me. I love her so much that if she would say, Barry, I'm not happy, I found love somewhere else, I would say, we don't need to get if this is what you want, I don't want to be with you if you don't love me. I love you, but I want you to be happy. I would have wrote her a check for half and let her on her way. Special Agent Grusing asked what the check would have been back then. Barry said, well, we'd have to sell the house. Wouldn't have been much back then. I'm just saying, we would sell the house and split everything. I wouldn't pay for a divorce lawyer or anything like that. I love her enough, I got a relationship with her. I'm a good-hearted guy. I want my girls to be protected. I would say, I don't agree with this. I love you. Here's your half. I'm sorry it's got to be this way. That's the way I would handle it, if it ever came to that. But like I said, she never sat me down and said that. If she would have, knowing what I know now about her life, her second life that she was leading, all she had to do was be honest with me. I'm not going to like it. It's not going to feel good. But I'm a God-fearing man. I love the Lord. I think that she loves the Lord, he continued. I know that she was in sin, and Satan can put blinders on anybody. So I know what this looks like on the outside, and I know what the people, and if they get wind of this affair, are going to say, and it's going to look like to them, but they don't know me, and they don't know her, and they don't... Let's see. and they don't know our relationship. If you knew how special our relationship was from day one to when she fell into sin, you couldn't have told me. S.A. Grusing interrupted Barry and said that he could see that Barry was trying to uphold his side of the relationship. Barry said, "But she didn't believe that in her head, Johnny. I mean, I gave her everything since she was 17 years old, and I'd loved her better than anybody could, so it doesn't make sense to me why she did what she did." And that, to me, sounds like Barry making some justifications for what happened to Suzanne. And he's being very judgy, and he is like, if you're reading between the lines, it seems like he is saying that God is on his side. And I know that he's said someplace else in the arrest affidavit also that he felt that, God was punishing Suzanne, etc. And we know from Suzanne's own messages to her friends that Barry would use scripture against her when they would have arguments in order to shut her up and tell her that, she didn't have a leg to stand on. And this is all abuse. This is an abusive relationship. And while Barry's saying that they would, do halvesies on the property and all that, the property was purchased with Suzanne's inheritance from her dead mother. And, that was Suzanne's money that bought that in full. And then Barry's being really big and saying that he would have gone halfsies with her. I think that a divorce would have cost Barry more money than he was willing to part with. Bottom line. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I love a good conversation, and I look forward to checking them out and coming up with the next installment of Barry is a Wanker. See you in the next video.